Well, can you imagine going back in time, 1967, walking into your Performance Ford dealership, trying to make the decision on what color blue you wanted your 67 Shelby to be? Well, that's exactly what John Hetrick's father did in 1967.
My father purchased the car new in 1967.
In 1974, he decided that his son was ready to drive one of these cars. Actually, the decision was kind of made by his mom.
It was in our backyard being stored for the winter, and it was covered with a nice coating of snow. My mother decided that that wasn't acceptable for the car, so she shoveled the car off with a metal snow shovel.
His dad then decided it was going to get painted and it was going to go to John.
It was in the spring painted silver.
Well, John drove it as his daily transportation from when he was 18 till 22. He had a little incident at age 22.
After the accident, I had a shed where I work, and I put the damaged vehicle into the shed, where it sat for 20-some years.
Then it came decision time. John decided either I'm going to get rid of this car, not worth a whole bunch in the shape it was in, or I'm going to restore it so it looks absolutely brand new. That's when John phoned us, asked us if we would restore this car. Well, as far as I'm concerned, the 67 Shelby is still the real deal. My 68 Ford had taken over. This was the marriage of two things. One, a factory race car in 65, and two, what they found the customers actually wanted. When they surveyed the customers in 65 and 6, they said they wanted something that differentiated the car more so than just a plain Mustang. After all, they were spending a ton of money. They liked the performance, but they didn't like the harsh ride, and here we got the best of both worlds. Suspension-wise, basically the same as a Mustang GT with a bigger sway bar, and they had progressive springs. Kone shocks were optional, Gabriel's were standard. You had a good performing package. As far as motor, well, the small block still had a 289 hypo, still had the solid lifter, still had a good cam. They took a little bite out of it, even though they still rated it at 306 horsepower by adding exhaust manifolds. But a lot of guys still bought the tri-wise and stuck them on. The 715 Holly was on top of an aluminum intake, basically the same motor as 65 and 6. Performance-wise, still spin the tires, still sounds good. As far as all-around performance and looks, you just couldn't beat a 67 Shelby.
Now that I do have the car, I am going to drive it. Obviously, I'm not going to drive it in the winter. I'm not going to let my deceased mother get back at it, but no, I plan to use it. I'm going to register it and drive it on nice days.